All right, guys, you're back again, and welcome to another episode of Bamboo Street. Today, we're going to be talking about Trump, and you know Trump is our guy. So before we do anything about Trump, we got to get that YMCA music in. Let's go.
So apparently Trump has threatened to put 100% tariff on Mexico, China, and Canada. So the other countries got spooked. Mexico, for instance, said, okay, if you do that, we are going to allow all migrants to walk through Mexico and get to the US. and and Trudeau from Canada says, nah, man, that's not going to happen, because the other members of parliament is like, okay, we have to go to war with the US. That's what some of the members of parliament were saying.
They have to go to the war with the US because what Trump is trying to do with the tariffs.
Yeah, so some people have balls to say we want to go to war with the US. So Trudeau was like, hell no, I have to go talk to the guy. Okay. So Trudeau went to visit Trump in Mar-a-Lago about 2 days ago. So let's just watch.
Okay.
Let's see what Trump has to say to him.
From there.
Okay. So I'm going to play a news clip from First Post regarding the incident.
One thing, the man knows how to entertain, even when the setting is a serious discussion on tariffs. That's what happened at Mar-a-Lago. Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau flew down to meet Donald Trump last month, and they had dinner together. Trudeau's main agenda was to discuss Trump's proposed tariffs, 25% on all Canadian imports. Trudeau told Trump it would kill Canada's economy, and you won't believe what Trump replied. He said, become the 51st state of America and you don't have to pay tariffs. And he did not stop there. Trump said the title of Prime Minister is much better, but Trudeau would still be governor. It's funny enough when you hear it. It's even funnier when you imagine Trump saying it in his typical style, and even more funny when it's in the middle of a serious discussion on tariffs. I bet Trudeau did not like the joke. Reports say he laughed nervously with his aides. But social media had very different emotions. Take a look at this.
The tariffs will kill Canada's...
This is something that actually happened.
So, couple of things that I had to say. I think Elon Musk was at that dinner, right?
Yeah, he was there.
Because recently I was online and I saw a clip of them sitting on the table, him and Elon Musk, and they were doing a dinner. I wasn't paying attention to look for Trudeau at that time because I didn't know what was actually happening at that moment. Yeah. I was just focused on them doing their YMCA dance.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was that serious of a dinner,
Yeah, it was serious because a lot of this is getting out of control because even was it last week, you heard a conversation between Trump and the Indonesian president?
No, I didn't look at that one.
That was wild.
But what I'm realizing right now that these tariffs, that's Trump negotiation tactic. He's not going to really do it. He's just he's using that to squeeze them.
Yeah.
It's like he's being very political because if you think about it, every country has to do business with the US. In some shape or some form. The US always have a power string they can pull.
Yeah.
To get them to do what they want. Even Canada, which is they share a border.
Yeah.
They're supposed to be as thick as thieves. But at the end of the day, the US is the stronger power in the two nations. And by him just saying that, look, the guy just has to fly on a plane and get down there right away to figure this out.
Yeah. Because Trump is actually going to do it.
That's the thing. He can do it. And when he does it, they can't really fight back
No,
individually. The only way they can fight back is by ganging up.
Yeah.
That's the only thing the US is afraid of. A group of nations ganging up on them. That's why they set up themselves, to me, in a sort of a way that they have relationships with all nations, and in every kind of power relationship in all nations, they're kind of like the boss. Like with the NATOs and the different things. All of these alliances to help them to keep that form of power that they have, that grip. And even like I was watching something recently where because China was trying to use BRICS, I think Trump had something that he mentioned on that.
Yeah, Trump recently came out on Truth Social. He said any country that is thinking of deviating from the US dollar is going to face 100% tariff.
Yeah, something like that. I can't remember the details on it, but he was talking to the countries who wanted to take the BRICS movement.
Yeah.
So I was like, no way,
Because
I'm not having that at all.
A lot of these countries are really dependent on the US in terms of security and free trade. So let's pick India, for instance, not really dependent, but India is playing both sides.
Yeah, but even if they're playing both sides, once the left squeeze them hard enough, they have to give up.
Yeah, they have to.
They can't take the right side anymore.
Yeah, because you don't want to play in the free market economy, and the person that started the free market economy, you want to let him dry, and you want to join this other club they just started because they don't like, or they have some grievances against the old party. So you see all these African countries trying to join the BRICS, and most of these countries are really dependent on foreign aid. Right, so some of them are going to start thinking. So Saudi Arabia has already talked about it. It's like, nah, I don't want to join no more.
Because remember one time I was telling you, India did an interview and they were saying like, we have options of where we buy oil. Like, we can always, go to Brazil or go to Russia if the price is right. They were trying to say we're going to play both sides.
Yeah, they're playing both sides.
But once this guy decides to use his monopoly power,
both sides are not going to work no more.
Both sides are not going to work anymore, and they're going to choose. And what I realized about them too, they love the sides that just stay with them no matter what. And sides like that are like Israel.
Yeah.
They work together very well.
Yeah.
One is the bank and one is the business.
Yeah. Israel, Saudi Arabia, the UK, and to a large extent Canada, these countries really stays with the US. So it's gonna be hard for India. I don't blame India though.
But India, them are like pawns in the whole game of the big scheme of everything.
Yeah, because India is buying the oil at a half market price, let's say $50 per barrel, and distilling it or refining it and selling it to Europe for 100. So would you blame him? He's buying cheap oil from Russia
and sell it over.
You can't blame.
But to me, in the whole economics or geopolitics of all these things, the US doesn't really need India.
They do.
They only use them for geopolitics. That's why they keep the relationship good. But they don't really need resources from them. They can get all those resources from China. They can get all the labor from China. And then they need countries like Canada because of the power and the geographical location.
Yeah, because this, to a large extent, you are right, but you don't want to get the resources from your rival. India, to a large extent, is not, how would I put it? They don't manifest their power. They are not imperialists. They don't want to conquer anybody. They just want to be.
They just want to make money.
They just want to make money. So they are not thinking of, we want to rule the world. So that's why US want to have a relationship with country like that, because they know India is not going to say, oh, we want to surpass America one day.
Yeah, we just want to be businessmen.
We just want to be business. But China, on the other hand, want to.
China is a business country that has other missions in, they in mind too.
Yeah, so US would rather India win. So but India doesn't care. India just want to make their money. So hopefully let's
Economy.
Become the 51st U.S. state, then don't pay tariffs.
so just some people making fun about
Okay, so then the US need to become a state of America.
but think about it.
If Canada becomes a state, that is like a whole different story now.
Different story.
Yo, that's gonna be something that is way too powerful. It's like, we say like, okay, China is big.
Yeah, that's gonna be. Yeah, so that wouldn't work. France is gonna be.
I don't think any country on the opposite side would never want that to work.
Yeah,
but they could make it work.
Yeah, they can make it work.
If they can figure out a way to make it work, like, okay, all right, we're gonna become the 58th state. You gonna run things over there, I'm gonna run things over here, but it's just for that combined power. But nobody will want that.
No, but Canada really have to be thankful for the US though, because what do they really produce apart from maple syrup?
Maple syrup, man.
So they
have oil.
Yeah, but US have more oil than Canada. They just decide not to drill it. But then they are a security blanket because they protect US from the north.
Yeah.
Right. So apart from that, what do they really? So it's like a lot of time. I'm not saying Canada is a first world country, but then if you pull Canada out of that geography and put them somewhere in South America, they're just gonna be one of these other countries. You understand? Because if I don't know. I don't want Canadians hating on us, but yeah, they don't have a strong military.
Well, they're not interested in war. It's like they have a military, but that military is like a Caribbean country having a military. It's just like to say we have one.
Yeah, you know what I'm thinking? Yeah. Maybe if just like Canada is like, okay, we have a big brother, so why should we do something?
It's pointless.
Yeah.
Because anything coming close to attack Canada, the US is gonna block it because they're gonna be in danger next.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's like, why spend billions of dollars on equipment that you can get for free?
For free. Do you think Russia made a mistake selling Alaska though?
Well, yeah, they probably regret it now.
Yeah, they regret it.
Because if they had it, they could have built a base over there, like how China building a base, like closer and closer to people. So then they're gonna,
what a miscalculation.
It gives you more power.
Yeah.
But then again, in life, you gotta make mistakes and learn from them.
Yeah, because they just don't want the UK to have it. And that's why I like Trump, man. If probably find that clip from the Indonesian president, and people were laughing at him because he was calling Trump, yes sir, I want to see you, sir. When I come to the US, I want to meet you, sir. I was like, this is crazy. Why did the guy put that video out? Even the prime minister put the video out himself. He recorded himself talking to Trump. Like, okay, sir. And Trump was not like, are you okay? You are doing a fine job in Indonesia. And the prime minister was like, okay, thank you, sir. I'm like, this guy just became the president like last month, so he's not even started doing no job.
Well, I guess he's proud to scratch his back.
No, what I mean is Trump doesn't know that
he's recorded him, I know. But my point is that guy is proud of scratching Trump's back. Yeah. And he probably wants everybody to know that so they don't mess around with him.
Yeah, but Trump doesn't even know that this guy just won the election. The president is not an old guy. He just won the election, so he hasn't even started managing Indonesia yet. And Trump was like, you are doing a fine job with your country. You've been very good to the country. I'm like, this guy hasn't started work yet. This is crazy, but I gotta love Trump, bro. Regardless of what you say
Trump
about
like
Trump.
What he's doing, man. what I see Trump is, because he's a businessman, he plays it the business way, and that's how every country should play. It's just like, I'm making business decisions, and all my decisions is best for my company.
Yeah.
And my company is America.
Oh, you need to hear this.
Yeah.
Before he left office, he went to Afghanistan, right? He talked to the Taliban guys, and he said, okay, we are going to America by the next 2, 3, 4 years. We are going to leave Afghanistan.
Yes, sir.
But within that time frame, if a single hair is head on an American soldier,
Hope to keep in touch with him again.
take a look at this. And the guy's looking at this. He said, can you tell me what that is? And the guy looked at this and he looked close. He said, yeah, that's my house.
Thank you, sir.
Oh yes, I got you. Okay, sir.
And everybody in the meeting room was like,
I tried to call on him.
and every
At that point in time, he had his trigger tusty guy with him, right?
yeah.
Oh yes. You see, that's why you gotta have guys like that, man.
So Taliban stopped. He said, Taliban was like, Trump said he's going to leave in 2 years, so let's not fuck around. And come to find out, Trump lost the election. And you saw what they did to Biden when they left. They started firing missiles into the airport. About 20 or 25 U.S. Military men died that day when America was pulling out of Afghanistan. They were just happy Trump was not no more, So people like that, you gotta love people like that. Regardless of whether you like his policy or not, people are just scared of that guy.
Yeah, he commands respect.
Command respect.
And you never know what he's gonna do.
Yeah.
He's unpredictable.
It's unpredictable. And I'm liking the cabinet members he's picking so far. He picked this guy.
Because he's picking people who's gonna turn up stuff, like people not afraid to call a A and a B a B.
A woman, and man.
Just like the military trigger tusty guy. He gonna say, I wanna blow him up, and I just wanna blow him up. Let's blow him up. But it's like there's times when you just need a guy who is just gonna gonna do that.
Yeah.
And that's what Trump did. He used them when he needed them, and he was like, okay, I had enough blood for a while.
Yeah.
Time for you to chill, retire. When I need you, I'm gonna call you back.
Yeah. You gotta love the guy, man. And all his cabinet nominations are all 35, 40, 45. Young guys. The new NASA administrator is 40 years old. He's a billionaire. He's the guy that went to space. He didn't go to space, but he went on Elon Musk's. We did something on Polaris Dawn where he stick his head out to see the horizon of the Earth. They went up to the eclipse of our
sun?
solar system.
Okay.
And they call it moonwalking, but they didn't walk. They just opened the door, and then he went out and then take a look around, and they came back. The first time a civilian has done that. So that guy is now NASA administrator. He's going to be controlling NASA, SpaceX, and everything. Look at that.
Well, honestly, like, in order to make certain changes, you need to get new minds, young brains with different ideas. If you're going to say, oh, you're too young for a position, then innovation is going to be slow.
Yeah. So, and even the new defense secretary is 42 years old. He's a combat vet. He's like young guy, new blood and everything.
Because what I'm realizing, right? Experience is good.
Yeah.
Experience is what keeps you from making the same mistakes. But being like naive is what pushes you to try new things. Because you don't know.
Yeah.
You're going to try it and you probably mess up, but you don't know you're going to mess up.
Yeah.
But
old people are
because of that, it's going to bring new ideas. Someone is always going to suggest something new to do.
True.
Whether it's going to be successful or not. So it's like you will need these new innovative minds in certain powers, and then you're going to need the old souls to let them know, okay, certain times you need to slow down.
Yeah.
We probably should consider this. It's like the old souls are there, like to maybe help manage it, like to ensure
continuity,
some security.
Yeah.
Because just the only young, innovative minds, you probably create a bomb.
Yeah, true that. With all this adrenaline rush.
Because he's like, oh, let's try this, bro. And then things happen. But anyway.
Yeah, I'm happy so far with his cabinet nominations, and I'm happy with the BRICS thing, because Biden just allowed that to. It's like, see, you think about it. You can give a country, let's say, $150 million every year to help their economy, and they'll decide, you know what, we're going to join these other countries to form a blockade against you that's helping us. That wouldn't fly. But Biden's like, you know what, do what you can. Trump is like, I'm not happy that. So I'm happy, man. Anyways, close us off, man.
Anyway, guys, thanks for listening. Don't forget to hit the like button and put your comments in the comment section. Peace and love, and you know how it is. See you guys in the next one. Bless.